नहीं. Hello everyone. I am so excited to have you all here to start this new journey of the magic. So, to start with, I just want to ask you three questions. Are you ready for the questions? Okay, so the first question is, do you want to attract magic into your life? If yes, then type yes in the chat box. Because if you don't believe in magic, then magic will not happen in your life. So, do you want to attract magic into your life? Thank you. Thank you for responding. Sohni, Dr. Rekha, Mona, thank you very much for your active participation. So, the next question is, do you think that peace of mind is important and that makes you feel contented in your life? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sandeep. Yes, Kausar. Right. Yes, Sunita. Yes, Priyanka. Great, great. Thank you for being so awesome. So if you think that peace of mind is important, if you think that contentment is important, if you think that fulfillment is important, then that means you are ready to attract abundance into your life, right? Great. So what if you know the pathway to attract abundance, peace, fulfillment, and prosperity? What if you know how to become that magnet to miracles? How will your life look like? Can you imagine that? So now you are at a particular stage in your life. But for some time, means for the next 1 hour, you are not your reality. So for 1 hour, you're going to go into an altogether different world. So right now, what we are going to do is we are going to focus on our desired future, because what you want does not lie in your past. It lies in your emerging future. Agree or agree? Great. So if you are excited to know about this journey and to know this magic book in a totally different way, then get ready and just raise your hand that you are excited. Nice, lovely, awesome. So, what will you get after 30 days? This is a journey of 30 days. So, 28 days is the structured practice of different rituals in Magic Book, correct? And the rest 2 days are about introduction, and then on the last day, it will be the end. Now, the question is, what are we going to get after 30 days? Correct? So, after 30 days, you will find yourself in the space of peace and joy. Why is it important to know what we are going to get? Because if we don't get, अगर हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हमें क्या मिलने वाला है, या फिर हमें यही नहीं पता कि हम क्या चाहते हैं, then this journey will be like sitting in a boat, being in the center of the ocean and not knowing where to go. But we don't want to be like that. We want to reach somewhere. We want to reach our destination. And when we say peace, when we say prosperity, when we say abundance, don't you think that all these words contain everything that we want? Health, wealth, relationship, personal desires. Yes, everything. So after 30 days, you'll find out that your happiness quotient is higher than it is today. Even if you are an old gratitude practitioner, even if you have done this magic book reading 10 times before, still, I believe that there is some magic hidden in this, the magic book. Every time you read, every time you listen to it, and new things come up. You will tune into the aura that make you and that makes you a magnet to miracles. So you will be a magnet which attracts more and more of what you want. You will also be able to experience that elevated mental and emotional well-being. You will be able to manage your emotions better than you can now. I won't say that you will become a saint. I will not say that your all the problems of your life will be solved. No, outside situations may not change, but I promise you that the strength that lies within you will certainly increase to a great extent. So this is a journey to elevate yourself to the higher level. You will attract abundance and you will have some magical moments into your life. So let's get started. Now the question is, why am I here? And why have I taken this decision to start this book? So if you have done this practice with me a few months back or a year back, you must be wondering, where was I for these 1.5 years, correct? So this 30 days program, this is an idea which struck into my mind just 3 to 4 days back. Life does not always shower you with all the abundance and blessings and all the situations, all favorable behaviors of other people. No, it never happens to anyone in this world. Life always throws challenges, and what you can manage is nothing but your attitude and your perspective of looking at it, right? So, similarly, just like you all, my life was also going through some roller coaster phase. I could sense that I am not in that zone where I can say that I can attract what I want. And in the last few months, I went through multiple challenges in all the areas of life. Sometimes I used to feel lost because I thought that there is no solution to it. But then, how will I move ahead in my relationship? How will I move ahead in my health, money, or personal desires? This question was popping out too often. Fortunately, a new journey had started, and it was of emerging future foundation. So, by God's grace, by the blessings of the universe, I was invited and chosen as a part of Emerging Future Foundation. And there I got introduced by my coaches to my intention or the real purpose of living, the real purpose of my life. And that is called as massive transformative purpose. And when they tried to make me go within myself again and again by asking multiple questions, I came to know that my massive transformative purpose of living this life and being on this earth and being a human being is actually to illuminate and elevate the world by integrating holistic healing, mental well-being, and compassion into education, healthcare, and small businesses through digital platforms. And when I discovered this, I just realized that gratitude is the first step towards healing of human body, mind, and soul. If you just take this first step, many things may open up for you in the future. Why not start with this? And if I want to raise my vibration to the vibration of gratitude to be the magnet to miracles, then this cannot be fun alone. It can be worthwhile only if I align with my value of contribution, and this journey is impossible without you all. And that's why we all are together walking on this path to joy and abundance together. So, if you don't know me, then I am Dr. Pallavi Kher. I am a dental surgeon by profession. I have my own dental practice. I practice along with my husband, who is Dr. Vishal Kher. He's an implant surgeon, gum surgeon, gum specialist, you can say. I have two children. My elder son is 18 years old, and my younger son is 13 and half years old. So, I am a fitness enthusiast and manifestation mindset coach by passion. So, this journey has brought a lot of fulfillment, peace of mind, and abundance into my life. So, I wish to share this with all of you. Okay, so do you resonate with this? Do you feel that there is something which is common in between you and me? If yes, you can type yes in the chat box, because they say that no person comes into your life by coincidence. They come into your life because something within you matches with them. So every person who is here on this call, just remember that we all are connected by a common thread. And what common thread is that? No surprise, it is gratitude. So utmost gratitude to my parents, to my family, to all my coaches, and to all my friends and all of the people who are here listening to this video. So coming back to our main session, let me share my screen. Yes, I find you really very enthusiastic and amazing audience. Can you see my screen? Very good. So this is The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. So the first page, by this means you will acquire the glory of the whole world. Emerald tablet. Now, this sentence is actually deep, but we can understand the meaning only when we dive deeper and complete a few days with this book. How can one say that glory of the whole world? Whole world, it's so huge. But then you will experience it once you have totally dived deeper into this ocean of gratitude. So, dedicated to you, may the magic open up a new world for you and bring you joy for your entire existence. That is my intention for you and for the world. And here, I dedicate this session to all of you, because unless and until you are here, there is no point in conducting this session. Here are the acknowledgements, then contents. We will come to these, like today we will cover Do You Believe in Magic and a great mystery is revealed. Then tomorrow we will cover Bring the Magic into Your Life and a magical book. And then day 1, 2, 3, 4, that will continue. So the first one is, do you believe in magic? Now, the structure of this book review session is going to be like this. In many sessions, what I have observed is there is a book reader. But here, I'm going to read the text and I want you to listen to each and every word and sentence carefully. Because if you get the meaning of the sentences properly in your mind, absorbed properly, then we can have more time for explanations and for more openings. So if you are totally 100% here, then it will add more value into your life. Do you agree? Okay. So here we go. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Roald Dahl, writer. Roald Dahl is a very famous writer who has written many books for children. If you happen to read any book of Roald Dahl, it will take you to another world of imagination, and children get hooked to it. The specialty of Roald Dahl is he takes the reader into another different world. And that's why he says that those who don't believe in magic will never find it. If you don't believe in fairy tales, if you don't believe in any imaginary characters, then you will not be able to enjoy Roald Dahl's book. So from his own experience, what he imagined, he tried to bring it to the book so that children get joy and their imagination gets boosted. So he says that if you don't believe in magic, you will never find it. As if you don't believe in imaginations, you can never create anything in your life. So magic means Imagine what you want. Imagine what you want in your reality and then become a creator. This is what the context of magic is here. Remember, when you were a child, you looked at life in total wonder and awe. Life was magical and exciting, and the smallest things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by the frost on the grass, a butterfly flittering through the air, or any strange leaf or rock on the ground. You were full of excitement when you lost a tooth because it meant the tooth fairy would be coming that night and you would count down the days to that magical night of Christmas. Even though you had no idea how Santa Claus could get to every child in the world in one night, somehow he did it. And he never let you down. Reindeer could fly. There were fairies in the garden. Pets were like people. Toys had personalities. Dreams came true, and you could touch the stars. Your heart was full of joy. Your imagination knew no limits, and you believed that life was magical. There is an exquisite feeling many of us had as children that everything is good, that every day promises more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever thwart out our joy for the magic of it all. Now, here, I want you to close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes for a minute and focus on your breathing. Just take 5 long breaths. Just listen to the words that you are hearing now and listen to your breathing. Now, I want you to go to your childhood days. Visualize yourself as a small girl, as a small boy, little child, playing outside your house. Sometimes you used to play alone, and sometimes you had your friends. Do you remember that ground? Do you remember that place? Do you remember that all these leaves, all these small plants and flowers used to bring a beautiful smile on your face, and you used to wonder, how do they come? And from where they come? You were really amazed how that small seed grows into a plant, and this small plant grows into a tree. You always liked to share these giggling moments with your friends. Now visualize and feel that laughter that you had with your friends or siblings, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins. You used to go home and you wanted to tell all these stories to your parents and siblings. Going to school was fun because there were many things to be explored. The to-do list was filled with many unplanned things and activities. You were filled with curiosity. Now, try to remember one thing that was absolutely awesome for you at that time, and today you feel that how stupid I was. You used to believe in it. You thought that it is true. And when you grew up, you found out that it was not true. Who was that favorite person of yours with whom you were yourself? You used to laugh a lot. Was that your friend or sibling, cousin, grandfather, grandmother, or any other relative? that fun-filled time, that loveful time was a total surprise every day. Every day there were new things to do. Every day you had new activities. You had new conversations. You had new discoveries, new amazement. And you really wanted to know where this God is. And why can't you see? Now, coming to today's present time, you can open your eyes. So, how does that make you feel? You can share. In just one sentence, you can share. I would love to listen from you.
Awesome.
Yes. Thank you, Mona. Thank you. Anyone wants to share? Do you think that it was a different you didn't today? Yes. Okay. Let you know that feel free to share your emotions. If we want to open the doors to abundance, we have to first open our mind. So, this is a feeling that you have to just keep in mind and remember. Why? Because this is an exquisite feeling many of us had, and that nothing could ever thwart our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow, as we grew into adults, responsibilities, problems, difficulties took their toll on us, right? We became disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded and disappeared. It is one of the reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children. Do you know that our mind wants to experience that feeling so much that whenever we see a child, we just unknowingly we smile at that child. Don't you feel that whenever you see a child or whenever you see small children playing in the playground, you feel good. And if there's a small baby, then you may feel wow. And you go and start talking to that child in a babbling way. Why? Because somewhere deep down, we want to experience that feeling of pure joy. We want to experience that amazement. But then our outside situations, our layers, they stop us. So it is one of the reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children so that we can experience that feeling we once had, even if it is just for a moment. I'm here to tell you that the magic you once believed in I'm here to tell you that the magic you once believed in is true. And it is the disillusioned adult perspective of life that is false. So here in this sentence, author is asking us to just get rid of all those layers of judgments and perspectives and opinions for some time. Because we like to be that original pure soul who is filled with joy and laughter. And if you go back to your childhood, you will find out that that child who was you was actually a different person altogether. And today you are totally different. How many of you feel that? Yes, we can see that as a child. Oh, I think that was not me. Or what happened all these years? years that made me the person I am today. It is not in any good or bad context. You all are amazing human beings. What we are talking about is being joyful and being in that state of curiosity and amazement. So, in fact, the magic of life is real. When I asked you to think about that incident where you feel that you had deep faith in that, but now you feel like it was stupid. How could I be so stupid? Oh no, I did not understand anything. I believed in it, but now I understood that my parents told me nonsense because they wanted me to eat my food. But then the truth is that the magic is real. The truth is that the things you used to imagine can be real. How? Let's see. In fact, life can be far more wondrous than you ever thought it was as a child, and more breathtaking, awe-inspiring, and exciting than anything you have seen before. When you know what to do to bring forth the magic, you will live the life of your dreams. Then you will wonder how you ever could have given up in believing in the magic of life. In this journey of 30 days, if you come across the moments of magic in your life, then you will ask yourself, why did I stop believing in magic? Why did I stop believing in magic? Because this journey, this practice is going to change your inner world. You may not see reindeers fly, yes, but you will see the things you have always wanted appearing before your eyes. You will see the things you have dreamed of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything weaved together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in the invisible realm, and that is the most thrilling part. You may be feeling that nothing is happening, nothing is getting elevated, I'm at the same place. But then magic works in the invisible realm. For example, air is present, but we can't see it, but we believe that air is present. Correct? All the laws of the universe, they are present, but we can't see them. Similarly, the magic that is going to happen in our life, maybe we are not able to see that now, but slowly with practice, you will experience some change, some shift in your life experiences. So, are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder every day like you were a child? If yes, raise your hand. I am ready. Because until we are ready, until we open our mind, unless and until we open the doors, how will air enter? How will magic enter into our life? Correct? Imagine someone is knocking at your door and you are sleeping. You are not ready to open the door. Now you can hear the knock, but you're feeling, कौन जाके दरवाजा खोलेगा यार? Let me sleep for some time. Someone is knocking at your door, but you're not ready to open the door. Will that person enter into your house? No. So, today we have to imagine that that person who is standing and knocking at your door is nothing but your dreams, abundance, prosperity, peace of mind, fulfillment. You have to be just ready to open that door. And opening that door means opening your mind. So, our adventure begins 2000 years ago when life changing knowledge was hidden within a sacred text. So, a great mystery is revealed. What is that great mystery? Let's see. The following passage comes from the Gospel of Matthew in the Holy Scriptures, and it has mystified, confused, and been misunderstood by many people over the centuries. This is interesting. Now, I have read this sentence for 15, 20 times. Still, it amazes me. Imagine that you don't know anything about this sentence, okay? And let's just analyze it a little bit more. Whoever has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. Now, let's put a few words. whoever has more money will be given more. He will have an abundance. Okay, इसका मतलब ये है कि जिनके पास ज्यादा पैसे हैं उनको और पैसे मिलेंगे, और जिनके पास नहीं है उनके पास ऑलरेडी नहीं है लेकिन जो है वो भी लिया जाएगा. Doesn't sound that great. Okay, whoever has will be given more. Whoever has more happiness? No, but that is unfair. That is unjustified. कौन सा वर्ड है? मतलब यहाँ एक ऐसा लगता है कि मिसिंग पीस ऑफ पजल इज देयर. What is that missing piece? So you have to admit that when you read the passage, it appears unjust, as it seems to be saying that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. But then there is a riddle to be solved in this passage, a mystery to uncover. And when you know it, a new world will have opened up for you. The answer to elude so many for centuries is in one word. What would have they done? I mean, if you don't know the answer to that puzzle, whoever has will be given more and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away from him. It actually creates a lot of unrest. Kya hoga? Kya hoga? Why am I not getting it? But don't you think that we are so fortunate to be born in this golden era where most of the answers are present? In fact, all the answers are present in the world. Then there is one more responsibility. If all the answers are present in Google, then if you chat GPT, AI, everything, but some answers to some questions remain unanswered. And those answers are, why am I feeling like this today? Or why did this happen to me? Or why did this challenge come into my life? Why don't these people in my life treat me lovingly and respectfully? Or do I really deserve this kind of life? Don't I deserve to have more money? Don't I deserve to have happier relationships? There are so many more questions for which we don't get answers. And these are unanswered questions. We think that we will get it outside, but then all these answers are present with you. This 30 days practice is not about finding the answers in the book, but it is about getting supported by each other so that we can go within ourselves and find out those answers. So now that we are presented with this gift of gratitude, let's be courageous. Why courageous? Because the most fearful place is present in the corner of your mind. It is there. That room is there, which is dark. You have closed the doors and you don't want to open those doors. Slowly, these doors will be opened and you will open those doors. You will be scared, but then we all are together. And when we know that I'm not alone on this journey, then you become courageous because everyone is going to go in that own room and everyone has to go there alone. But if your inner strength is there, we can go inside, find out what we wanted to, and come out as victorious beings. And that's why we are here. So, how will we go there? With the help of one tool, and the name of that tool is gratitude. That's why they say that whoever has gratitude will be given more and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. By the revelation of one hidden word, a cryptic text is made crystal clear. 2000 years have passed since those words were recorded, but they are as true today as they were ever. If you don't take the time to be grateful, you will never have more. And what you do have, you will lose. And the promise of the magic that will happen with gratitude is in these words. If you are grateful, you will be given more and you will have an abundance. Yes, this makes sense. Yes, this makes sense. Because this is not about something that is outside. Money is outside. Your relationships are outside you. Your house is outside you. Everything else, life situations, other people, opportunities, everything is outside. But this thing is not outside. This is within you, and that is gratitude. It is not something which is dependent on your talent, it is not dependent upon your IQ, EQ, or how much money you have. It doesn't depend upon it, because just like human mind, everyone has brain, everyone has this human mind. Similarly, everyone has power to experience gratitude, power to feel gratitude. So if you are grateful, you will be given more and you will have an abundance. Do you think that it is possible to be grateful now? Because it doesn't depend upon other. क्या आपको लगता है कि grateful होना possible है? If you think that it is possible, then lot more things can happen in your life. Yes. So from the Quran, the promise of gratitude is equally emphatic. And remember, now just feel the energy of this sentence. This is amazing. When God proclaimed, if you are grateful, I will give you more. But if you are ungrateful, very like my punishment is indeed severe. This is scary. But then the message is the same. If you're not grateful, you will be punished. If you are grateful, you will be blessed. Simple. Now, what is punishment? Punishment is not anything like we had imagined in the childhood. Punishment means something, we attract something into our life that we don't want to attract. Simple. Even if we are grateful, that doesn't mean that life will not throw any challenges. Life is a roller coaster ride. Challenges will come. There will be ups and downs. But by being in the journey of gratitude, you can reduce the time duration, you can reduce the frequency and intensity of your downfall. And you can have strength to come up as fast as possible. So, it doesn't matter what religion you follow or whether you are religious or not. These words from the Holy Scriptures and Quran apply to you and your life. They are describing a fundamental law of science and the universe. So, it is the universal law. The whole life, according to the law of attraction, which governs all the energy in our universe, from the formation of an atom to the movement of the planet, like attracts like. So, according to the author, she says that law of attraction is working on us, on this universe, on every person on this planet, and the entire planet and universe. It works on everything, every moment, because like attract the similar molecules come together and they form a structure, they form a thing. And that's why we can distinguish by a book, pen, table, chair, human being, animal differently, because come together. It is because of the law of attraction that the cells of every living creatures are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feelings because they are energy too. And so whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract to you. Sometimes we think that, okay, this is a solid thing. That means this is energy. Okay, I get that. Things which can be seen, we believe it very fast. And most of the people in this world believe in the things that are visible, right? And that's why things which are not seen are not believed quickly. We can't see love, we can't see faith, we can't see gratitude, we can't see our thoughts, we can't see our feelings, but our feelings are energy, our thoughts are energy. So, how is it possible? Now, think about any building you love to see. Do you know that you are seeing this building, but it was not present a few years back? It was present in the imagination thought about it. Agree? Who saw that building before it was there in reality. So, whatever we see, whatever thing we see today is nothing but materialization of the thoughts. So, everything starts with a thought. And that's why our thoughts have energy, our feelings have energy. So, whatever you feel, you attract. If you think, I don't like my job, I haven't got enough money, I can't find my perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, money is always less, I think I'm coming down with something, he or she doesn't appreciate me, I don't get along with my parents, my child is a problem, my life is a mess, my marriage is in trouble, then you must attract more of these experiences. Now, just remember those times in your life when you thought about something which matches with these sentences, just for 10 to 15 seconds. Why do we have to do that? Because unless until we recognize what is going on within ourselves, we cannot move ahead and find out solution to it. So instead of saying, Arey, I am always positive, I'm a very happy person, I'm a joyful person, instead of giving this label to yourself, just go within yourself and find out those times when you thought that you don't have enough money, your relationships are not working well, your health is not supportive, or any breakdown where you thought that this is something which is I don't like, which is negative, and you have just given one word or a label, my life is a mess, my child is a problem, my marriage is in trouble. Think about it. Now, we are going to transform this. How? If you think about what you're grateful for, now we are shifting here. Till now, we just focused on those thoughts where we thought about those instances which are unfavorable, correct? Now, we are going to take a U-turn, okay? Now, listen to this carefully. But if you think about what you're grateful for, immediately your focus will be shifted. Like, I love my job. My family is very supportive. I had the best vacation. I feel amazing today. I got the biggest tax refund ever. Or I had a great weekend camping with my son, and you sincerely feel the gratitude. The law of attraction says you must attract more of those things into your life. It works in the same way as metal being drawn to a magnet. Your gratitude is magnetic. And the more gratitude you have, the more abundance you magnetize. It is universal law. Yes. Now, in this moment, just think about 5 things that you're grateful for. Only think about it. Let's take family first. What are you grateful for about your family? Maybe they are supportive. Maybe they are giving you space to express yourself. Maybe they have done some good for you. When we think about family, it is very easy to go into that space where we think about complaints, because our family is that place where we are closest to them. So, जिस चीज को जितना करीब से जानते हैं उसके फ्लॉज दिखने लगते हैं, है ना? So that's why I started with family. Now हम यू टर्न ले रहे हैं. So think about those times where your family members, your spouse, your children, your parents-in-law, they did something good for you. Maybe they had gifted you something. Maybe they had spoken with you lovingly, they have done something good for you. Just think about it. Now, think about your health. Do you think that you have absolutely pain free body parts? Maybe you have discomfort in your elbow or your knee or your ankle, somewhere in your body. But don't you think that rest of the body parts are working well? So just focus on those body parts which are working well. Maybe your digestive system is working well. Maybe you can see the world with your eyes. You have ears to hear and listen. So focus your attention to all those body parts which are absolutely in a comfortable and healthy way. Now, think about your money area. Just because you have money, you can go shopping. When was the last time that you were very happy buying something? You bought it because you have money. All those times you could buy clothes for yourself, your children, your family. You could buy many things which added comfort to your life. Maybe a vehicle or your house or clothes or your kitchen appliances or your television set, your computer, mobile. You could buy this because you have enough money. So now we have just taken a U turn and we have focused on those areas in health, money, and relationships where we can feel gratitude from within. Here, you cannot fake, you have to feel that gratitude. So, only focus on those genuine key moments of your life. You will have heard sayings like, whatever goes around comes around. You reap what you sow and you get what you give. Well, all of these sayings are describing the same law, and they are also describing a principle of the universe that the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered. So, we all know about Isaac Newton and his laws, right? So, Newton's scientific discoveries included the fundamental laws of motion in the universe, one of which says every action always has an equal and opposite reaction. This is Newton's third law of motion, right? And we all have studied it in our school days, but little did we know that it had such a huge impact on every moment of our life. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving, and what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you have given. Now, this is a very important statement. I'll read that again. Every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving, and what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you have given. So, now just take a pause, look into your life. What are you receiving? आपको आज क्या मिल रहा है in your relationships? What are you receiving? In your health, what are you receiving? Are you receiving well-being, peace, fulfillment, and fitness, physical fitness, and energy the whole day? Are you receiving love, affection, and respect in your relationship? Are you receiving enough money to fulfill the needs of your life? If yes, then knowingly or unknowingly, you have been grateful for all those things. And if you think that it is not enough, then this is the time where you have to increase the level of your gratitude. If you think, no, I am not receiving this, if I am receiving little joy in my life, I'm not feeling that joyful, I'm not feeling happy, I'm not happy about my relationship, I'm not happy about my health, that means you're not grateful. Now, if a person who is here for the first time will say, gratitude से कैसे मिल सकते हैं पैसे, gratitude से कैसे हो सकता है ठीक? Why? Because gratitude is not something which makes you say thank you. Gratitude is something you feel. When you feel thank you, oh my God, I'm so thankful that my body is healthy. If you're really grateful, you will take care of your body. If you're really grateful for your health, you will make sure that you exercise daily. You will make sure that you don't put any junk into your body. Only saying thank you does not mean gratitude. Gratitude means bringing your emotion and feeling of thankfulness into action. If you're really grateful towards your parents, children, or spouse, you will never disrespect them. You will always think about their joy first. You will be compassionate towards them. But the moment you lose your temper, the moment you think that they did this, their mistake is that, and you want to criticize them, that means you're not grateful. Your ungratefulness is into action. And if you wonder, why are they behaving like this? This is nothing but what you receive because you had given the same thing. So if you give gratitude, you will get gratitude from them. If you give ungratefulness, life will bring more ungratefulness into your life through different situations, through different behaviors of people. That's why learn to notice what you're receiving. What you're receiving is nothing but the outcome of what you have given in the past. So this means that the very action of gratitude sets off a reaction of receiving. And the more sincerely and the more deeply grateful you feel, in other words, the more gratitude you give, the more you will receive. So coming to the golden thread of gratitude, dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind, the power of gratitude has preached and practiced, and from there was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. Muhammad said that gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. You have come here on this earth to have gratitude and joy. Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said that whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said thank you before he performed each miracle. From the Australian Aborigines to the African Maasai and Zulu, from the American Navajo, Shawnee, and Cherokee to the Tahitians, Eskimo, and Maori, the practice of gratitude is at the very root of most indigenous traditions. So, the gratitude practice is actually present in every religion. Morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies with yourself. If you think that मेरे लाइफ में ना कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं है यार थैंकफुल होने के लिए, there is nothing, my relationships are not going well, I'm struggling for money every day and I don't feel energetic the whole day, my legs are aching, I have muscle pain, I have injuries to nurse, then author says that the fault lies with yourself because you're not thinking, you're not being grateful, you're not noticing what you have. History is laden with famous figures who practice gratitude and whose achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Lincoln, Jung, Newton, Einstein, and many, many more. Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries changed the way we see the universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. Albert Einstein को हम ऐसे देखते हैं जैसे अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन is equal to intelligence, right? But then author says that Albert Einstein was one person who was the most grateful at that time. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. And here we are talking about just gratitude 5 to 10 times a day, but he used to be thankful for 100 times. Is it any wonder that so many of life's mysteries were revealed to Albert Einstein? Now, let's relate this open mind to gratitude. When you have opened the doors of your mind, then magic starts entering into your life. This is what happened to Albert Einstein. Just because he could keep his mind open, he could work on his imagination. He was grateful. So, how was he grateful? He practiced gratitude every single day of his life. And in return, he received many forms of abundance. So, author is directing towards the discoveries and inventions Albert Einstein made. When Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton, recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful to those men and women who lived before him. How many people are there in this world who give credit of their success to the people who are not alive yet? If you do something great in your life, you feel good about yourself. Have you ever thought that maybe some work was done by the people who were alive before me, and because of that, I could extend my work further? We never think on those lines. But these great people like Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein were one of the most grateful people at that time. The scientists, philosophers, inventors, discoverers, and prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its results, and most were aware of its inherent power. Yet, still, gratitude's power is unknown to most people today, because to experience the magic of gratitude in your life, you have to practice it. You have to practice it. So, now we are just in the introduction part, but from tomorrow we will have active practices. So, in short, we will just read the discovery or the story of the author. Now, here the author says, see if you can relate to some parts of her story. My story is a perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude, and what happens when you make gratitude a part of your life. Now, here I want to just let you know that whenever you will be here for 1 hour, you will feel gratitude from within. But remember, gratitude, compassion, or any other practice which is to be practiced, remember that you will not expect it from others. And promise that to yourself. If you think and go back to your family members thinking that, she is angry because she is not grateful. He behaves like that because he's not grateful. He's getting that because he's not grateful. So remember, instead of pointing fingers at others, from today, we are just going to take our own responsibility. We are going to notice ourselves when we are in gratitude and when we are out of gratitude. Our job is not to focus on other people's practices and behavior. Our job is to focus on our inner self and shifting our thinking process. Do you promise me that? If yes, then raise your hand, your real hand. Very good, very good. If you do this one thing, your entire life can change. These 30 days is not only about the magic book. Remember, this is not about magic book. This is about opening your mind. This is about taking responsibility and then looking at yourself with no judgment. Slowly we will go to that stage also. So author says that if I had been asked 6 years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered, yes, for sure, I'm a grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me. The truth is, I was not grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant. And just saying the word thank you on the odd occasion certainly did not make me a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt. and it was increasing a little bit more every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationship swung like a pendulum from fair to disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of each day. And I always got my fair share of colds and the latest illnesses going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on a vacation. But then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. I wasn't living, I was surviving from day to day, from paycheck to paycheck. And I would no sooner solve one life problem than more problems would appear. But then something happened that would change everything in my life. From that day forward, I discovered a secret about life. And as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed. And the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. My life truly became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt free. Shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationships, work, and health disappeared. And instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationships became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it was possible to feel. I was blissfully happy, the happiest I had ever been. Gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed. So, what do you get out of this? Gratitude changed my life. This is what the author wants to say. Do you know that this is a huge sentence? A huge sentence. If something can change your life, then it is powerful. Now, after listening to this story of Rhonda, don't you think that at some point, at some stage, we all were there when our relationships were not working, when we were facing a lot of money problems, we were facing some health challenges, we all were there. We don't remember how we overcame that, but today we are in the stage of awareness. Now, by getting inspired by this story, your today's assignment, remember this today's assignment you will do immediately. Just start with an empty state of mind today. You are a new practitioner. Don't think that you have done this gratitude practice multiple times before and you are a trained and seasoned person. No, come here as a child. The message we get from this chapter is become like a child. Now that after that visualization, it is easier for you to become like a child. You don't know anything. You're going to walk on this path with full curiosity. Okay. So, number one question, where do you stand in your life today? Just write down this question. Where do you stand in your life today? You can answer this question afterwards when the session is over, but write down the question. Where do you stand in your life today? Number two, label and rate the areas of your life. Now, label and rate the areas of your life. Now, I will give you some examples of areas. Health, physical health and mental health. These are two different things. Physical health about your body, mental health about how you feel the whole day. At the end of the day, when your work is over, do you feel energetic enough to spend good time with your family or not? If not, then you have to work upon it. So health, physical and mental. Then comes emotional management skills. This is number two area. Emotional management skills. How do you manage your emotions when you feel angry? Being in this space of gratitude doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be angry. You're not allowed to feel bad about yourself. You're not. No, no, no. We are human beings and we have all the emotions. Feel good emotions, not feel good emotions. But We have to learn the emotional management skill. That's why we have to now rate ourselves on the scale of 1 to 10. How do you think you are in managing your emotions? 1 to 10. How are you in your health area, physical and mental? So, two areas. Third one is money. What do you think in your money area from 1 to 10? Where do you stand? And number fourth is relationships. Now, in relationships, there will be categories. If you're married, then with spouse. If you're not married, then with your parents or parents-in-law, with your children, and other key relations. Other key relations means your boss, your friends, your colleagues, or any other key relation of your life. You will write down specific for each relationship. What will you write down? You will label it. You're going to label it. Remember, label it means, for example, emotional management skills. I think I have poor emotional management skills. It's okay. Just label it poor, and on the scale of 1 to 10, where do you find yourself? This assignment is to be done today itself. It will have immense significance when we will arrive at day 28. And that's why this assignment is important. I hope you have written this down. When we will be done with this session, you will just write down the answers. It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. We will open the chat only for 1 hour today so that you can share your learnings. Remember, you have to share your learnings. What did you get out of this session? Because if there are 10 people, then 10 people might have different perspectives. 10 people might have different judgments, different opinions, and we resonate with the parts which match with our life. So maybe for one person, that might be different. So for the other person, childhood part might be amazing. So just write down your learnings so that whenever we go back in this chat, we will get many more perspectives. If we don't share, we will have only our own perspective. You become richer when you give, when you receive more. And how will you receive more? When you give, when you share. What do you share? You share your learnings, you share your opinions, you share your wisdom. So when you write down in the WhatsApp group, you are adding value to other people's lives who are not present here. Do you resonate? Do you agree with this? So this is also a form of giving. And the more we give, the more we receive. So let's start a new journey of giving. Let's transform our what we receive. Okay. So this is Dr. Pallavi Kher signing off. I am really grateful to each and every one of you because
Good evening.
yes,
Sorry to
Kaushal.
disturb you.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I have all the questions in the chat box?
No, this is your personal assignment. You don't have to submit it. You don't have to show it to others because it is absolutely your personal thing. So this is to be written in your journal, and you will
No,
write down
just the
only your
questions. Just the
notes.
questions. I missed 1 or 2 questions in between.
Huh?
Just the questions. If somebody can type in the question.
Oh, you want to know the questions that I said just now?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will tell you again. Where do you stand in your life today?
Okay, ma'am. In your life.
Huh.
Okay, ma'am.
Then second is label and rate the areas of your life.
Rate areas.
Label and rate the areas of your life. So these areas are health, physical and mental.
Okay.
Then number 2 is emotional management skills.
Okay.
Number 3 is money.
Number I think it was number 4.
Number 3 is money. Number 4th is relationships. In health, there are 2 categories, physical and mental. Then emotional management.
Third one is managing yourself. Rate 1 to 10, you said,
Number 1 is health, physical and mental. Number 2 is emotional management skills.
Yes.
Number 3 is money.
Okay.
Number 4th is relationships.
Okay.
Okay, so relationships means your spouse, your parents-in-law, children, and other key relations like boss, friends, or colleagues, or any other relative or person you are close to.
I just have to rate on the scale of 1 to 10.
Rate and label it. It's good, bad, average, extraordinary, amazing, loving. Just write a word, whatever you feel like. You don't have to be optimistic and positive in this journey. You have to be realistic in this journey. Okay? I just want you to listen to it again. Be realistic. Don't be optimistic or positive. If we are not able to diagnose the disease of a patient, how will we be able to treat him? So that's why we have to first identify what's going on in your life so that we can learn proper driving skills to take a U-turn. Okay. So are you ready to take a U-turn?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Great. Yes. So see you in the group. I would be happy and delighted to read your learnings. And see you again tomorrow at the same time at 7:30. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night. Keep smiling. Keep shining. Bye.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much.